So if you're just starting this game and maybe you don't know what you want to do, but you need packs for Team of the Season, I'm going to show you the best ways if you are just starting out, how you can get stuff ready for Team of the Season. If you are a brand new account, I've made a brand new account for this one, you will obviously get a welcome pack. You'll also get some extra little bits that they've given everybody throughout obviously their kind of career in FIFA. We do have an 85, we also have an 85 pack, we also have a Trophy Titans loan, and we're going to go through the best ways. And to start with, obviously you want to be getting done on this SBC challenge, so we're going to do that one, but also we do get obviously the packs from the start basically. Also, as you are changing your squad, making the chemistry improvements, you will finish a lot of the foundations. So we have got a few here, and you'll get bronze packs, silver packs, stuff that will help you for the very, very first essence of FIFA. And this is literally a brand new account. Nothing is on it. We are literally starting from square one. I literally made it 4 minutes ago, and I wanted to show you the start of it, where you want to go if you are, like I say, brand new to the game, and we will go over every single way you can get packs. So we'll open up all of these packs, get all these silver players in, and we'll show you the basic ways. Are you tired of using players like this? I would much rather have teams more like this. Then I recommend going over to skycoach.gg for all of your coaching and coins needs. They are cheap, fast and reliable, but at the checkout make sure you are using code JT11 for a discount on your orders. Back to the video. So with that first foundations out the way, we can now be loaded up onto obviously all of the SBCs. So to start with, you want to have a look and see where are you getting the most value from. And I'm going to be showing you what currently there is and obviously what to look at in future. If you are starting today, so it is, what, April 9th, we still have, how many days? We have 3 hours, so more than likely you're going to miss this one. But we should have, I'm hoping this one's got a day left, so you've got a FUT 22, and then I think that is it. You've also got marquee matchups that still has some swaps in it. Because we're coming towards the end, obviously, it is what it is really with that. You could have got swaps, so if you are starting a little bit later, then obviously try and get what you can. At the very minimum, you should be able to get the 81 times 11. If you are working really fast and maybe you've got a couple of swaps tokens, you might as well be able to get that 82 times 20. If obviously you want to get that first one, there is a quick method to get this one in Moments. Moments is another mode that we will kind of briefly go over, as you can get again some pretty cool packs. In the store, you can get quite a few for very little, to be honest, and 9 times out of 10, they give you a lone player to be able to do it. But the big thing is we can get this Moments token, or FUT Birthdays token, straight away. It's no qualms, no nothing. You don't have to give 20 points up like previous times, so it is nice to get that first pack out the way. If you, like I say, if you have got very little time, maybe you've got just a couple of days later, then obviously you can get that swaps straight away and get it in, because you've got 5 days until this ends. So at the very minimum, you aren't losing anything just getting this one token, and we've went past it. You could obviously go for Crespo if you've got 2. Obviously, if you did one of the SBCs, managed to do Crespo, or you've done marquee matchups, then obviously you can get yourself an 89 rated striker. But we are obviously looking how to get packs. So the swaps is kind of just if you're there at the moment, then obviously it's not a bad little trade, but unfortunately it is just one that you might have been that little bit too late for. So that is another pack straight away. We have done 1 match on this account, and that is absolutely everything so far. We've obviously got 12 different objectives, which we'll claim in a moment, but we already have obviously some packs saved up. And again, it depends on, do you want to open the packs, or are you always waiting for Team of the Season? So for instance, for this, we've got the 85 pack, we've got the FUT Birthday Refresh, which contains 1 loan, 1 Team of the Year loan, a Prime Icon loan, a FUT Hero loan, and an untradeable 86 to 88 rare gold player, and then player pick, for loans. So that's pretty much just loans everywhere. We got 4 rare golds containing major nations, and 1 that is going to be 83 or higher, and 81 times 11, and then obviously some packs from obviously that SBC. You want to be doing your preview pack every single day, as sometimes you might not get anything. To be honest, it's probably more of a miss than ever a hit, but you've always got to be in to win it. You get 1 every day at the minimum. Sometimes they do give you a 10 coin pack, but I don't think that's coming back at least until Team of the Season. So there isn't really too much in store unless you are obviously going for FIFA points. With obviously again all of these season objectives, we've done one match and we're already at the first pack, so it is always good to get as many objectives done as quick as possible, because these are going to be absolutely beautiful for you to get the most amount of packs. And I'll show you a brief overrun of all of the objectives that you can get done. So for instance, if we go to the normal objective cycle, we've got 17 days and 17 hours to get the rest of this done before it ends. You've got Foot Champions bonus. If you are brand new, I'd probably stick away from this one. Maybe you could get one win. It all depends on what team you're going with. And because they have given us free entry into the champions, into Foot Champions, you only have to do qualifiers. Again, if you can get past that, then that's absolutely perfect. But again, just go with what you can. I wouldn't necessarily put too much pressure on any Foot Champs at this moment in time, unless you are already starting. So if you already started, then that is going to be a great bonus for, as you can see, a lot of players and a lot of packs already. We then have the Foot Birthday objective. We get a player every single week. We do obviously have a token in this one as well, but also some more packs. Not necessarily the most ideal, and we also get a player that can be even more bonuses there. We also then have the Foot Draft one, which is obviously playing a lot of draft, and this is great for fodder and packs. And we get, what, 2 87s, an 86 and an 88 for literally just playing 10 drafts. And then we also get an 80 times 5 twice, an 81 times 11, and 2 84 times 5s. Again, you cannot argue. For winning 20 drafts, you get all of that back, plus all of the packs that you do get from draft. You have Silver Beast, which will give you a rare mega plus a few players. First Owner Fiesta, which again gives you a token this week, but if you're not looking for tokens, we will get it again. And again, it does give you more and more packs every single time. Then the rest are just objectives, and we move on to the milestones. So we do have a great objective if you want to check the channel out on how to complete Burkamp, a beautiful card that you get an 87, a 92, and finally a 93 for about 40-ish matches. So you will get some objectives done in that at the same time as well. We also have the Squad Foundations for the Saudi League and also for Libertadores. Again, more packs. Not necessarily the most appealing, but you get players at the same time as well. We also then have the Super Loan Chase, which gives you a lot of loan players. Obviously, to start with, you do get your 81 double plus 583 times for actually finishing it, and it's just playing. So as you're doing other objectives, you should get this done as well. We then have the Centurions wins and matches, which again gives you a lot of good packs for just playing the game. I'm never going to complain if there's no other way other than just playing to get all of these packs for free. They are absolutely beautiful. So if you are obviously trying to get as many games done, then that is going to be a hand-in-hand requirement. We do have then the Team of the Week one, which again, a 50k pack, a lone Team of the Week if you really wanted to, for literally just standard stuff. And obviously, if you are starting the game fresh, we do have obviously the Finesse 100, the 200 goals, the volleys, and also the big boy 500 goals with a 100k pack, as well as then obviously getting the assist one as well. I believe that is about it that you'll find. You have live mastery as well if you really wanted to try and get that done, and also the bronze and silver will give you 50k. Grind through them as much as possible. I personally would just take a tick sheet, go to Footbin, they have the objectives. If you log in for an account, then obviously you can tick them off as you do them. It's great to keep hiding all of the obvious ones that are personally not there, that you have finished. Obviously you can obviously as well hide any unavailable ones at the moment, but you can't hide the ones that are complete. They're always at the bottom, so it depends on what you want to do. I personally would just keep a little tick sheet next to you with what you are trying to do every single match. So with all the objectives, that's going to be the best way to get packs, by just playing the game. Just as standard. If you are brand new to the game, then obviously you probably want to play a little bit. Nobody wants to just sit there grinding menus when obviously you have all of that time left. So in terms of squad battles, in terms of these, I personally would just look at as many of the Foot 21s, the gold packs, the daily SBCs, marquee matchups is going to be a great one. Sometimes we get the 85 times 5, we get player picks. They're going to be great to just keep on running through. I have got on the channel how to grind the league upgrades and all of every single SBC you can possibly imagine. So definitely check them out if you want to see more specifics in obviously the new and upcoming upgrade packs, which are Monday. Obviously then we have different kind of league SBCs and all of that good stuff that comes out randomly. They're going to be perfect. Like, for instance, the 87 World Cup. If you wanted to grind that, it's on the channel. But in terms of what you're going to be using or utilizing SBCs for, I would just be looking every single day, trying to get the FUT 22. It will give you a Prime Electrum pack back, as well as then the marquee matchups gives you a mega, plus all obviously the 4 packs that you get back from this as well. All tradable, all good for value, and should be able to do it quite easily with obviously just grinding the game naturally. With then you've got SBCs done, you've then got objectives done. We do have moments, which is a mode that is definitely underutilized at the moment, but I can imagine if they are trying to make moments a thing, we might see a heavy push onto it next year. But we do have obviously a welcome backpack, 84 loan, not really bothered, a rare gold players, 83 pick. We have a draft token if you really wanted to, as well as then an 84 player, 2 loans, which again, I wouldn't really go for many loans personally. And then we have a small rare gold players, which is just going to be playing just moments. Moments doesn't affect any loan cards as well. So if obviously you've got a full loan team, it doesn't matter. You can obviously utilize them in this mode without losing any matches whatsoever. We then have squad battles, which again, every week you will get a rank. So if, like I say, you are willing to grind a lot of game time, then you can get packs back from this as well. Even if you play on beginner, amateur, semi-pro, you could still get yourself into a semi-decent rank with a few packs back and obviously some coins. Not necessarily the most efficient way to do with your time, but if you are necessarily learning online, then obviously this is another good way to hone some of your skills if you really wanted to. But I personally would just go straight into obviously division rivals. This is going to be the best way personally that I would say is for packs every single week. You can obviously go and get the rewards. Obviously this one's at division 10 as well, but as you go through the ranks, as you can imagine, once you've won 8, I think it's 8 games, I'm pretty sure it's 8 games, you will get the second option, which obviously you'd probably go untradeable, 2 mega packs, 2 premium gold players, and then as you go or progress further, if obviously you are closer to the top of the divisions, you get a good amount of packs back. Obviously in Elite Division, you do get some pretty decent packs back. A FUT Champs, a red pick every week, 200Ks, 250Ks, and 2 rare gold players. Again, very, very nice every week for just winning 8 games. Obviously, once you go up a division, you can't go back as well. If you are starting late as well, you've got 17 days, 17 hours, then obviously you want to look at potentially getting the milestones done. You might not be able to get the 90 games done, but you could most definitely get 50 done in 17 days if you are willing to really grind this game out. 90 is possible, but I think you're going to have to play far too many matches, at least 3 to 4 a day at the minimum. It's like even, I think it's a lot of them is about 5 a day, and then you can go 4 towards the end, but that's just a lot of matches to put yourself through if you really wanted to, and you're probably better off to be higher up the divisions to be able to get that one done. So from there, you've done all your rivals. We then have FUT Champs, which is an extra mode if obviously you are a little bit more ahead than brand new, because this is going to be where you're going to need a semi-decent team. With all the loans, you could definitely put up a fight, but it will go down to ability rather than necessarily where your team state is, because all the loans will be good, but they won't necessarily work as a unison. So it will be interesting to see how far you go in there. I would try and do FUT Champs every week. It's an easy guaranteed kind of packs, players, all of that good stuff, if you are semi-good at the game, and then obviously you do manage to get yourselves qualifiers and have a semi-good team every time. Personally, a lot of the time people will stay at the 11 wins, gives you all of the red players as well as a couple of picks, and then obviously an ultimate pack, premium team of the week, and 30,000 coins. If you are necessarily just starting fresh, you can still get some good players, obviously some decent rewards from the reds, megas, you get a little bit of coins as well, so they are worth doing if you can get yourselves into it and just try your best. That personally is the best way to do it. So we've then covered objectives, which is always the best way. That's a key way for me. SBCs every day. We then have moments if you wanted to. Squad battles, the least efficient way unless you are doing objectives at the same time. Rivals, you want to be getting at least 8 wins a week. FUT Champs as much as you can. Obviously it is once a week, but if you can get it every single week, that is going to be perfect. And then friendlies will be another mode for objectives. We then also have draft, which again is It's one of them modes that I really want to say it is very much worth trying. It is worth trying if you want to play with some top players and get used to them. Because obviously then you can build your team. You get the luck of the draw. Sometimes you get some really good players. Sometimes you don't. But in terms of drafts, I think is one of them modes that it should be so much better. The rewards you get for winning 1, 2, 3 matches, I personally think are a little bit loose in terms of what you should actually get back. Purely for the fact that there is sometimes you get the whole way through and you barely get even the kind of 15,000 coins entry fee. It is always nice that we do get the draft tokens every now and then, plus a draft token upgrade, just purely for the fact that obviously it gives us that free entry, so anything is profit. So for instance, if we was to go into draft, I would personally always utilize the formation that is close to the one you use already, and add a very default 4-4-2 is one that never fails. So for instance, if we are looking at here, we want to look at the players that we want to use. Pele is always a great shout. Chemistry or no chemistry. Mbappe, another easy option. Then you want to try and keep the chemistry as high as possible. Renato Sanchez is always a great option. We've got Bentancur. Again, you want to look at the subs as well. We've got nobody worth a link there. And as you go through, you'll realise who kind of is a more preferred player that you'd rather pick, or just naturally you'd just go for the hero because you don't need no chemistry there. Icons are always good as well. You never complain at an icon. We'll go with the left back, and goalkeeper doesn't matter. Ooh, that's going to be a great centre-back partnership. Maldini and Marquinhos. Hakimi at right back. And this is what I mean. When you're starting the fresh game, there's no way that you could play with a team of this caliber straight away. So it does give you a nice link into, obviously, what the top teams are going to be like and how to utilise them, to be honest. We're going to get a Messi on the bench because why not? What do we got right mid? In fact, ooh, we could go right mid for chemistry or Eusebio. To be fair, we've already got Messi, so we will happily go with Saka just to keep the chemistry. Sometimes you've got to do that. Don't always go for the absolute best player every single time, because sometimes you just need to take a chemistry style player and have it that way. Looking like that. And that's it. That's a solid draft, to be honest. And if I do manage to win it, anything that we do is profit because we obviously got this from a draft token. Obviously, like I say, the rewards are not necessarily a big output personally. I would spend my time looking at the objectives, SBCs, and then naturally doing my division rivals every week, foot champs every week, and that's going to be the best way to get packs. That is every single way that you want to get packs. We'll finish on... In fact, we'll do a couple of these packs to see if we manage to get an icon from them. It's very, very unlikely. I've opened up a couple of 81 times 11s, and to be honest, they've always been what I've kind of expected. I'm interested to know what the refresh pack is. I'm pretty sure that is just loans everywhere. We get Courtois, Telles, we get Milito, what is this, a prime icon. Ooh, we take a Stoichkov. You never go away from a striker. And then we'll go with Trent. Again, it's a nice little bonus. You get a couple of super loans there, which is going to help your team to start with. We have the quarterfinals nations pack, which I think was from the World Cup. We do get, oh no, we're always going to get a board. It's going to be a Harry Kane. It's going to be a Jamie Vardy, which just helps your clubs out. Or Varane. Perfect start there, to be honest. But also will just help out, obviously, with any SBCs. The 81 times 11. These are all, obviously, fresh packs. We get a walkout to start with. It's going to be Cruz. Always take an 88. And these are going to be really good for your team of the season packs. As well as getting a cheeky Donovan in there as well. Didn't think that should come out first, but it is what it is. So literally, that is the best ways. Let me know down below, what are you doing to be able to start this and grinding all of them packs in FIFA 23.